Vloggers, it is your girl Sandy. I'm back with another video, and in today's video we are making script sticker sheets. So if you're interested in this video, please continue watching, because I do want to show you guys something that might be able to help you out. If you want to skip this step, you can. If you have a font that you would like to use, then that's okay. But right now, I do want to let you all know that I do like thefont.com. This one, as soon as I went on the site, this one, no, I'm sorry, not that one, Pinky Smoke caught my eye. I'm going to go ahead and download this before we get started. I'm going to click on Pinky Smoke, and it shows up here. I will install the font. So once you know it's installed, it will show up here. So this is all of the font that I've installed on this computer. Now, this is where, right now, get out of this. You know it's been downloaded. Now, the next thing that we are going to do is go into Cricut, and we are working with version 6.17.143. I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger for you guys. And of course, we're going to start off with a new sheet. So if you haven't done any type of sheets, that's okay, or backing cards, I would let you know about the backing cards. But right now, what I want to do is show you how to do the script stickers. That's what we're going to be doing in this video. Alrighty guys, so here is Canvas. I do want to let you all know I do not like when my grid is on. If you want to do your grid, you have to go here into your settings and select if you want a full grid, a partial grid, which I usually do, or no grid at all. Once you get your font, and then you're going to screen or copy the font, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You want to do no grid. So right now I'm stuck in no grid mode. I would rather stay like in no grid mode. That's fine. So right now we're going to go to text. We're going to go here. We're going to go to the system, and we're going to look for smoky. So you're going to pull up Pinky Smoke. When you go to your system, Pinky Smoke comes up, and this is how it's showing what Pinky Smoke looks like. So right now we're going to do Pinky Smoke, and maybe I shouldn't do my name, but do Sandy, or I don't know, maybe we should do double click, of course, to bring up your font box that you want to do. Now we'll let you know to pay attention to the letter spacing. If your letters or whatever font that you use is spaced out, or the letters are, you have a little space, you can do the letter spacing here if you need to. If you need to make it more close or more far away, letter spacing is your guy. I actually like the way this looks, and I actually have a snip tool on my computer that comes up. So if you have a snipping tool or something that will copy, screenshot or something, capture the screen, but I'm only going to capture just this part. This is why you'll need the grid off of the Cricut for now. And then I'm going to go ahead and download that. So as I download that, I'm just going to name it Morning, so that way I know where it is. So this is called Photopea. Photopea is my new friend. We're going to import that image on here. Grab your image and you're going to drag it in here. That's what I usually do. Drag it in here. Now you have this white border. So as you're okay with your font and how it looks, you want to go ahead and click the magic tool. Your magic tool is here, or you can press W. So after you touch on the white layer, you want to hit delete. Now the white inside the font is fine. You can keep it that way. There's no problem in leaving it there, because you want your white borders right around your font. So now what we're going to do, layer, and when you select layer, you're going to go to style, and then you're going to hit the stroke. So as you go with your stroke, move this over some, you see they have a red border around the font, which is good. It's just showing you where the stroke is going. So size wise, you can do is bold, non-bold, you want to be 7, you want to be 6, so pay attention to that too. In this case, once you are okay with your border, you want to fill this layer, you want to actually turn it to white. Oops, not black, white. Oh, white, and hit OK, duh. So boom, in there you have your font. If you're not a person that does your own font, this will probably be better for you. If you use a font of Cricut, that's fine. If you skip the step that I downloaded a font, that's fine, but go about it the same way. So after you're okay with the sizing around the layer of your letters, you want to hit File, and then you're going to export, and you can export it as a PNG. Yep, save it. So now you have it as your PNG. So now we're going to go back into Cricut. We're going to eliminate this, and then you want to upload an image. So you go back into upload image. You can click and drag, or you can browse. All right, so when you make sure you are clicking the PNG, not the JPEG, that or whatever file that your snipping tool save it as. PNG is the one you want to go with, because you'll know once you don't see the white square around your words. So hit complex, hit continue. Background remover, you don't need to do that because you already removed the background in the other app, so you don't need to do it here. This looks pretty good, what you want. Apply and continue. Hit the print, then cut image. You want to select this. I'm going to keep the image name as morning, and upload. All right, so now we got that. Now mind you, I did not make the font black, so that's why it looks gray. So when before I copy it off of here, I could have made the font black, but instead it's more like a dark gray color. So don't be alarmed with that, but I want to move this to the side for now. I'm gonna do this in color so you guys can see what I am doing. I'm gonna go with shapes, and I am so happy that Cricut now is doing more shapes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't looked, this is what they look like on the side. I like rounded corners, that's just what I do. So that's what I'm going to do. Remember, take off your lock key if you're trying to adjust. If you need a perfect square, just type in one size and it will adjust the other. But in this case, I don't want a perfect square. Oops, I'm sorry. 4x5. We're just going to do a 4x5. I'm just going to make this gray so you guys can see. When you're trying to cut out a backing card, I'm just focus on the backing card for now. You want to have your sheet. If you have your logo up here, writing, whatever design that you have for your backing card, that's fine. But in order for, this is what I do, is I duplicate this layer. So as you see on this side, you have two square with rounded corners, right? So what I want to do is go ahead and align them centered. So align center. So that way they are on top of each other. And then you want to hit attach. Now attaching will make this into a cut and the second square into a cut. If you flatten the layer, it's just going to do one cut. And the reason why you don't want to do a one cut is because the one cut is a kiss cut. That second cut will be a die cut. I hope that makes sense. I've heard people do 3. I think that's extreme because if you have so much on the sheet, I'm not gonna lie, like some of my projects I have so much on it where it takes forever to load, and that's the case. You're gonna have a little bit of slowness trying to upload things, but I do 2 just to be safe. Now your font, I always do at least a 1.2 or maybe even a 1. Or if you're trying to do a die cut, that's a whole nother situation. If you're just trying to do a die cut, then you don't need no backing card. You can just put this all, you know what I'm saying, as big as you want, and you know, all of that, and get rid of this if you don't want a backing card. But in this case, I'm just showing you guys with a backing card. So if you have your backing cards together, duplicate them on top of each other, align center, attach, and then you go into your font. So in this case, like I said, a typical width size of a planner is a 1.5. The square that, you know what I'm talking about, the square, the vertical layout, or your monthly layout is more like a 1.5. Most of them are about a 1.5 or so. So in this case, I'm gonna do a 1.2. It can adjust this side, it's no problem, unless you want it to be a certain height. That's totally up to you. But in this case, whatever I get for when I put in 1.2, I usually keep. Make sure this is to the front. Still not to the front. Okay, there we go. Once you get this on here, as I see now, I probably would love to have my border a little bit thicker. And the reason why you want it to be a little bit thicker, because you're going to get them really skinny lines, and nothing's wrong with it. But I'm just saying, if you want it to have a little bit more thickness to it, just create, a thicker line with Photopea. So in this case, we're going to collect here, and you can adjust as you go and put your stickers, on the sticker sheet. I don't know if this is going to fit. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to fit. Space them out. So if you want to space them out, I will click one, hold down my command key. Like I said, it's different with Windows. I can't think of it right now. It is late in the day. Is it shift? No. Okay, I'm sorry. Control? Maybe. I will align top so that way they're even at the top. And spacing, distribute spacing. Make sure they're aligned here. And then as you get all of that together, you have an option to duplicate it, do it, or you can group them together, then duplicate it. So as you group and duplicate, it will keep all of that settings of how you aligned your scripts. And then I will group them together and then duplicate them. Duplicate it, and you notice I'm not actually going in and making this perfect. And do some cheating, you can just do this, duplicate it. So that way you can get to the finish line a little bit quicker. So as you can see, I might not be able to fit that last one in there, but you can adjust as you go. Right now we're going to take that last part out. That's okay. So I will click on one and then start clicking on all of them. First, I want to make sure that they are centered, and then adjust as you go. So as they are centered, you also want to distribute vertically to make sure that they are spaced evenly. So I'll do that. Let's say if you did have your logo or something here at the top, you're fine. Once you have your two backing cards on top of each other to create a die cut, two cuts in one, they're centered, they're on top of each other, your font or your sticker, should I just say, and this, should just be one. So it'll just be one cut, but the backing card is two. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it should be two, or if you want to do three, that is totally up to you. But in that case, yeah, let's just pretend that I have a logo up here, okay? And then we'll go from there. But this is how you would do your script stickers. I made these at a 1.2, just a little bit smaller. If you want them to be a little bit smaller than that, you could do that. We attached the backing cards, right? At least I thought I did. No, I did not. Hold on. Okay, once you attach, send it back to the back. If it does that, that's fine. You can attach the backing card, and then you can go over again and attach it. That is totally up to you. That's fine. If you don't attach the backing card, that's fine. So either way, let's say if I did not have the backing card attached, you can still go in, select everything, as long as everything is how you want it, and attach it. So that way it still cuts one singular in the box twice. But I'm always attaching my backing cards and then attaching the full thing together. As you know, the width you can only go 6.75 by 9.25 on your mat. If you see you got room, you can do another sheet, squeeze another sheet. That is totally up to you. I would, just to see how it looks. I'm gonna say my 4x5 is not gonna work here. If you try to cut this, it's not gonna cut it. So once I clicked everything together, attached them together, hit make it, is incompatible. It's gonna tell you no, you're not gonna be able to do it. So if you click that and just say, I want to keep the width the same, but unlock the layer so you can change to one side. We're going to say 1.25. You can relock it if you want. So now it shows like this. So that's how it will show. Make it. It's not going to give me no problems because it's within the dimensions that I can do for my projects. And then you go ahead and you cut and everything. Now you got to make sure everything is attached at the very end. If everything is not attached, it's not going to show like this, but it should show in the register lines like this together. But anyway, that concludes my video. Go ahead and do a little bit of, you know, some script stickers yourself. Try it. Use Photopea. It is a, like I said, it is a it's a free Photoshop app to use. Simple. Use your magic tool, use your layer tool into layer style, your stroke, and when you're done, you hit file and you're going to export as, and you got all these different ones, but you got to make sure you're doing it. You can even do it as SVG if you want to. And the fact that it's free, oh my gosh, you can't not beat free. That's today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope I wasn't babbling on too much for you. It is pretty late in the day, so hopefully when I edit this, I make sense in the morning. If not, I can fix it really quick. But anyway, guys, here I go talking off. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you learned something a little bit, and I will see you guys in the next video.